What's good, sports gamers, and welcome to part 2 of our top 10 rookies to look out for list, where we crown who we think is number 1 going into Madden 18. Let's get it.
Sports Gamers Online is the #1 source for the sports gamer.
Coming in at number 5 is Christian McCaffrey. Since I like to use the Panthers online and in my leagues a lot, I've always had to rock with powerbacks starting out to complement Cam in the run game, with the underrated Jonathan Stewart and Tolbert to name a few. I remember trying to get busy with Fozzie Whitaker last year because he had a little wiggle to him. Yeah, bad idea. So I traded for Gio Bernard, and they got real on that field in a hurry. So I appreciate them drafting McCaffrey, as it's pretty much game over for opponents trying to stop Cam, who could run you over, and McCaffrey, who could break your ankles with the juke move. If I had to compare him to somebody in the league, I would say he's a souped-up version of Deion Lewis. I expect his receiving skills to be wide receiver-esque. So if you're the type of guy whose running back constantly leads his team in receptions, he's your guy. And if you guys watch my Madden 17 Sleeper series, I try to snatch up as many 21-year-olds on my squad as I can, because they receive the most XP, and for a running back, it's super important, as McCaffrey can be built up rather quickly if you have a good year with him. I could totally see him being a 1,000 rushing, 1,000 receiving type guy with the right user. Coming in at number 4 on the list is Solomon Thomas. There are workout warriors who rise up draft boards simply because they look good in shorts in February, like a Vernon Golston. Sorry, Jets fans. And then there are guys who killed it while also dominating in college, like Solomon Thomas. At Stanford, he had 8.5 sacks, ending the season dominating the guy picked one pick ahead of him, Mr. Trubisky and his Tar Heels. Now, when I say Thomas killed it at the combine, I'm not joking. He was top 10 in the 40 time for defensive ends, and was top 5 in the bench press, vertical, 3-cone, and the 20-yard shuttle. If there was a test, Thomas was near the top. He's a great athlete who is strong as an ox. And considering he lived in opposing teams' backfields at Stanford, his bull rush should be pretty good to start. Teaming him up with Armstead and Buckner gives 49ers users 3 high potential pass rushers to have fun with. And for Madden 18, I'm also seeing a similar effect to what Joey Bosa had last Madden for Thomas. You know, if you played the Chargers or anybody who had him, he was guaranteed at least 2 sacks a game. Number 3 on the list is Mitch Trubisky. Despite giving up all the picks to move up just one spot, Bears fans, y'all got your quarterback, that's all that matters. We just went through this last year with Wentz, so I understand y'all. In Madden at least, much like Wentz, his attributes will justify him being selected so high. He ran a 4.67 40, so his speed will hover in the low to mid 80s, and combined with his probably mid 90s arm strength makes him Madden QB gold. Coming in at number 2 is John Ross III. When you run a 4.22 40 at the combine, you're gonna land on many Madden players' radar, regardless of what you did in college. And fortunately for Ross, he lit it up in college, becoming a premier deep threat and receiver option for the highly ranked Washington Huskies, ultimately getting him drafted 9th overall to the Cincinnati Bengals. So his receiver rating should give you something to work with to start. He's the closest thing the league has seen in terms of pure deep threat ability since Deshaun Jackson was drafted, honestly. And being paired up with AJ Green will give opponents defending the Bengals fits. The only concern with Ross to start will be what his injury rating will be, because the boy is no stranger to the injury report. But make no mistake, as soon as he touches down to Madden 18, you better make sure your cornerbacks are ready. And Sports Gamers Online, number 1 rookie to look out for in Madden 18 is the number 1 pick, Myles Garrett. Okay, Browns fans, I could say he's the next Courtney Brown, but that would be mean. Y'all been through a lot, so I won't wish that evil on y'all. Because I like Garrett. He's looked 30 for the last 4 years, so you gotta respect him. And in Madden, he's gonna be something between a prime Julius Peppers and Jadeveon Clowney. Not bad company, right? He ran a 4.6 40, had 33 reps on the bench press, and a 41-inch vertical. Just think of the possibilities with this man. That's crazy. And with his pass rush moves and block shedding, expected to be among the better defensive ends in the game. Good luck blocking this dude. He's going to be a dominant pass rusher from day one. And paired with my sleeper pass rusher from last year, Emmanuel Ogbah, Browns owners, you have 2 excellent rushers to build around for years. So it makes sense why Myles Garrett sits atop Sports Gamers Online top 10 rookies to look out for in Madden 18. Sorry, sports gamers, do you agree with the list? And if not, what first round pick do you think will make one of the biggest impacts of Madden 18? Leave it in the comments down below. And stay tuned here at Sports Gamers Online for more Madden 18 info as we get closer to the release date. You know we got y'all. I'm Chris. Thank y'all for watching and be good, y'all.